quiet town of Willow Creek, mornings arrived slowly. Mist often lingered between the trees that surrounded the town, softening the outlines of houses and streets before the day fully began. Life here followed a gentle rhythm, familiar faces, small routines, and a sense that the outside world was always just a little farther away than it seemed. It was a place where nothing much happened, and that was precisely why people stayed. Here, Lily Bennett ran a small florist shop called Petals and Visions. She had a secret she shared with no one, fleeting psychic impressions that came to her in waves of color and emotion. Episode 1: Whispers of Color. One rainy Thursday, her friend Sam dragged her to a local art exhibition.
You can't hide among flowers forever, Lily. This new artist, Isabella, is supposed to be incredible.
Fine. But I'm not buying anything. I just feel things around too much art.
At the gallery, one painting stopped Lily in her tracks. It showed a woman in a field of sunflowers, but the strokes were so intense they seemed to move. A heat rushed through her.
It's like passion given form. The artist must have been in love.
A deep voice spoke from behind her.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. It reminded me of someone I haven't met yet.
Lily turned. The man had intense blue eyes that held hers. He introduced himself as Ethan Shaw, an architect from the city. By the end of the night, he had bought the painting.
I'd like you to have this.
I can't accept this. It's too much.
It already belongs to you. I just facilitated the transaction.
And so, the painting titled Golden Heat hung in Lily's apartment. But its presence seemed to amplify her visions. She started seeing flashes of Ethan's life, a troubled relationship with his brother Noah, a danger in a coffee shop. 2 weeks later, Ethan asked her to dinner. At a small Italian restaurant, he was charming, but Lily felt distracted.
You seem a million miles away.
I'm sorry, it's just... Do you have a brother named Noah?
How could you possibly know that?
Panic fluttered in Lily's chest. She had said too much.
A lucky guess? I heard you mention him earlier.
I didn't. But you're right. We're not on good terms.
They weren't close. But when something mattered, Noah was still the person Ethan trusted to keep things steady. Later that night, a vivid vision jolted Lily awake. She saw Noah in his car, swerving to avoid a fallen tree on River Road. The clock read 4:17 a.m. Noah would leave for his fishing trip at 5. Without thinking, she called Ethan.
Ethan, you have to call Noah right now. Tell him not to take River Road this morning. Please, just trust me.
Lily, what's going on? Why are you saying this?
There's no time to explain. Just call him.
Ethan, hearing the raw fear in her voice, made the call. An hour later, he was at her door.
He was annoyed, but he took the highway. Then he heard on the radio about a huge tree down on River Road. How did you know, Lily?
I see things sometimes. Pieces of the future. It's why I live alone with my plants. It's too much for most people.
Is that what you think? That it's too much for me?
He stepped closer, and instead of fear, she saw wonder in his eyes.
All I know is, you just saved my brother's life. That's not too much. That's everything.
In the weeks that followed, Ethan became her anchor. He learned the signs of her visions, the distant look, the slight tremor in her hands. He never flinched. Meanwhile, Noah, grateful but skeptical, began dating Lily's bubbly coworker, Chloe. One evening, the two couples had dinner.
So, Lily,
Did you have a vision that Noah would spill his wine tonight?
Come on, Chloe.
No. My gift doesn't work on command. And it's not always welcome.
It's part of her, and I, for one, am grateful for it.
But the past has a way of resurfacing. Ethan's ex-girlfriend, the artist Isabella, returned to town. She was furious to learn her prized painting was with Lily.
You bought my soul and gave it to some florist? It was ours, Ethan.
It was never ours, Isabella, and Lily sees it for what it truly is.
Isabella's jealousy spiraled. She began spreading rumors about Lily being unstable. The gossip traveled quietly through Willow Creek, whispered in cafes, and exchanged in concerned glances. Eventually, it reached Lily's elderly father. A stern man, shaped by caution and old fears, he had always dismissed her feelings as an overactive imagination. But this time, the rumors unsettled him. Concerned that his daughter might be losing her footing or putting herself in danger, he did what he rarely did. He picked up the phone and called her.
Lily, I'm hearing stories. Are you causing trouble for that Shaw fellow? Getting mixed up in things you don't understand?
Dad, I'm not causing trouble. I'm just living my life.
The call ended, but his words lingered. They echoed the doubts Lily had carried since childhood, the quiet fear that her gift was not a blessing, but a burden. Alone with her thoughts, she began to wonder if loving her meant asking too much of Ethan. Heartbroken, Lily made a decision. That evening, she asked Ethan to meet her at the small park near the river, a quiet place where the town seemed to slow down and words felt heavier than usual.
You should be with someone normal, Ethan. Someone like Isabella.
I don't want normal. I want you. The you who saves brothers and sees the beauty in a brushstroke. Let me fight for us.
They parted in silence, the river carrying their unspoken words downstream. What was spoken, and what wasn't, stayed with Ethan long after Lily had gone. By the next morning, he knew this was not a conversation that could be avoided. If fear and old wounds were driving Lily's choices, then they had to be faced. Not alone, and not in silence. So Ethan turned to the one person who understood both truth and consequence. With Noah at his side, he paid a visit to Mr. Bennett. Mr. Bennett listened in silence as Ethan explained why they had come. He did not invite them in. He simply stood there, arms folded, waiting for Ethan to say what he had clearly come to say.
Sir, your daughter is the bravest person I know. She faces truths every day that would terrify others. She's not trouble. She's a gift. And I love her.
Her mother had flashes too. I was too scared to understand. I didn't want Lily to face the same loneliness.
Mr. Bennett, she's not alone anymore.
The reconciliation was slow, but it was a beginning. Words were exchanged carefully, trust rebuilt in small, uncertain steps. The final test came at the town's summer fair. Amid the laughter, the lights, and the turning of familiar rides, Lily suddenly faltered. A wave of dizziness washed over her, followed by a sharp, unmistakable vision. The Ferris wheel shuddered to a halt. High above the crowd, a child cried out. Lily steadied herself, her heart racing. She knew what she had seen, and she knew what she had to do. Without hesitation, she pushed through the gathering crowd and went straight to the ride's operator.
You need to stop the Ferris wheel, now! The safety mechanism on Gondola 7 is about to fail.
Ma'am, the ride passed inspection this morning. Unless you have an actual report, I can't just shut it down.
Ethan stepped forward, placing himself squarely between Lily and the operator.
Stop the ride. Now. I'll handle your boss. Just push the button.
Reluctantly, the operator stopped the ride. As mechanics inspected it, they found a critically worn coupling on Gondola 7, the one holding a small boy and his father. The crowd erupted in grateful cheers, looking at Lily with new eyes. That night, under a blanket of stars, Ethan held her close.
You were magnificent today. My visionary.
I used to hate this part of me. Now, with you, I feel whole. Like my vision is finally clear.
Then let's build a life where you never have to hide. A life full of color and truth.
And as they stood together, Lily had one final gentle vision. A porch swing on a veranda, Ethan with silver in his hair, laughing, and a garden of sunflowers stretching toward the light. It was no longer a flicker of the future, but a promise. A promise of a love that saw everything and feared nothing. And so, in the quiet town of Willow Creek, one truth became impossible to ignore. A hidden gift had surfaced, a fragile trust had been tested, and a choice had been made, not without consequence. Some visions are not meant to be hidden. Lily's story continues in episode 2. If you enjoyed this episode, consider subscribing and leaving a like. Your thoughts and impressions are always welcome in the comments.